I think the most fascinating thing is looking at what these guys really did, and you know, they didn't have to get into the war. They were too old to be drafted. And yet they saw this as their opportunity to serve their countries and do something special, which was to risk their lives to save all this precious art. And what they really gave was a gift for all of the future generations. It's really a wonderful message.
Because it's a good fun part for me, so I thought I'd do it. It's fun to work on it, and I wanted to act with those guys because they're my friends. That was one of the reasons that the Monuments Men was formed, to make sure that we didn't destroy all the great pieces of art through Italy and Europe. Honestly, the weather was the biggest challenge because we were shooting in Germany and it was the coldest spring on record, so it ended up being very difficult to shoot. The people that we're talking about, these Monuments Men who came from all over the world, what they were doing was a very important piece and is relevant still.
Well, I think war is a horrible thing, no matter what, you know, but war, I see that war is fought on many fronts, and this artistic front, this cultural front, I never was so aware of it before. And I see that, like the men in our group, the men in our movie, they fight a war that's not like an ordinary war with bullets and guns and tanks. It's a war of a retrieval of the culture and the securing of the history of the nations.
Well, it was a great story that I'd never heard before, and also it was being directed by a great director who happens to be a friend of mine. But first and foremost, he's a great director, and so I felt just selfishly, you know, any chance I get to work with a great director, I want to do it.
Bah, dans mon cas, c'est la langue. C'est non le plus difficile. Rien n'était difficile véritablement parce que j'ai pas le sentiment d'avoir un personnage, comment dire. C'est surtout une bande en fait, c'est une bande d'hommes, c'est une bande de spécialistes qui vont récupérer et protéger des œuvres d'art. Et je pense que je l'ai vécu en groupe en fait cette histoire quoi. Après moi, je me sentais très chanceux d'être le petit Français qui débarquait dans cette grande équipe. À la fois j'étais un peu le même personnage que Jean-Claude Clermont, qui était le petit Français dans l'équipe des Monuments Men, et j'étais aussi Jean Dujardin qui était le petit Français dans cette grande équipe de grandes stars américaines. Donc c'était assez étrange.